Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the city's police and fire building. I especially want to acknowledge and recognize Mr. Mayor, Madam Administrator, council members, our fire department command staff. Thank you all for your attention, support, and work that makes the work of our fire department possible. To the city department heads, city employees, fire department line staff, choosing to be present this afternoon illustrates an attentiveness to your employment, dedication to your livelihood, and ultimately represents the investment of yourselves in the departments, organizations, and community you serve. Thank you. Finally, to the members of the public who have taken the time to be present today, welcome and thank you. Your attendance displays a genuine interest in the inner workings of your city government and the public safety resources that are dedicated to protecting you, your property, and the community where you make your living and raise your families. Furthermore, the presence of the public represents the accountability that drives your fire department to remain vigilant and prepared to provide the highest level of service possible, to provide the level of service that the citizens and community expect and deserve. Thank you for your time and attendance. As a lifelong resident of the area, I've been able to witness the growth and development of the city, community, and surrounding area. As a tenured member of your fire department, I have been privileged to be present for an amazing amount of growth, development, and progress in the operations and level of service that we are capable of. Most recently, however, I have been honored to serve as fire chief and oversee further progress, growth, and improvement in the capabilities and overall culture of your fire department. Over the last several years, the fire department has made significant improvements in the process used to mentor and prepare members for promotion. By adjusting the prerequisites for promotion to be more in step with industry standards and societal expectations, we have seen members become more confident and capable before moving into positions of higher rank and responsibility. With this, we have seen little interruption in the level of service that crews provide as new officers are taking less time to adjust to their new roles and responsibilities. Prior to the changes that we have implemented, growth and progress within the department was segmented, slowing any time we had turnover within the upper line staff and administration. The investments we have made in the preparation that members receive prior to promotion, however, have allowed growth and progress with the department to remain more consistent and impactful. Being able to be involved in this progress makes me proud and confident of the capabilities of your fire department. Within the last couple of years, the fire department has been privileged to receive the support of the council and community in purchasing a pair of new fire apparatus. Previously, our response model was based on the newest pair of apparatus being first out on all incidents with older, aging apparatus left at the station for reserve and backup use only. In recent years, however, the number of responses that fire department personnel are making have required the reserve apparatus to be used and relied on quite often. Since receiving our new aerial and engine a little more than a year ago, the fire department administration and staff have worked together to develop response procedures and distribute equipment in a manner that allows for all apparatus in the station to be equipped and ready for first out response and operations. Addressing what was previously a weakness, the fire department staff has a renewed confidence and pride in the tools they have available. As a result, this has sparked a drive within your fire department to hone the skills used to conduct operations, making the level of confidence and pride for the services that personnel provide congruent with the confidence and pride that personnel have in their equipment. Seeing this transition as a chief makes me extremely proud and gives me confidence that the public can be confident in the services coming when they call for help. The tornado of 2018 and the derecho of 2020 continue to impact our city today. The progress and renovation that has been made possible throughout the downtown district has unfortunately not been reciprocated in all areas of the city. The fire department continues to respond to significant numbers of fires in supposedly vacant and abandoned homes in residential areas that were heavily damaged by the storms of the last 5 years. In responding to these fires, the department has unfortunately experienced several near-miss and mayday situations in which firefighters became trapped or endangered as a result of the conditions of the structures involved. In response to these difficult encounters, the fire department has placed a greater significance on size up and assessment and working to develop and deploy a wider range of tactics based on conditions encountered. The fire department has also worked cooperatively with Public Works and the city's engineering office to demolish abandoned structures after a fire while crews are still on scene. These efforts collectively have added support to the safety of fire department personnel and quickened the pace of rehabilitating storm-damaged areas of town. Continued growth of our city and the ever-increasing difficulty and cost of providing emergency services has made fire prevention a continually more significant part of your fire department's operations. Since promoting a new fire marshal just under 5 years ago, the improvements and progress from the Fire Prevention Office cannot be understated. The renewed attention, along with additional training that has been given to inspections and plans review, have fostered a level of vigilance and preparation across the city that has not been seen before. The impact of these improvements, however, are felt across the department as the greater visibility and public interaction spurred by fire prevention activities has helped strengthen the relationship and familiarity between the public and fire department personnel. This relationship positively impacts the confidence and trust shared between the public and the fire department in times of emergency. Providing a competent and professional level of service to the citizens and community is and will always be the highest priority of your department. The objectives and initiatives that we have put in place internally have created a foundation of continual growth as well as professional and personal development that empowers fire department personnel to embody the level of service and performance that the community and citizens of our city expect and deserve. The internal work being done within the fire department, however, is not the only factor that determines our capabilities. Political actions at the state being taken under the guise of providing tax relief continue to stress the governing bodies and services of cities across the state of Iowa. Our city has seen significant reductions in financial resources over the last several years, with the latest cuts being extremely concerning. After several years of minimal growth and zero growth budgets, the fire department is again faced with a dire financial scenario in which the growth allowed in the budget does not match the growth in the cost of operations. With that being stated, the public can be confident that there will be no actions or reductions enacted to negatively impact the level of service the fire department provides. Rather, changes within our maintenance and training plans aimed at making these operations more self-contained and self-sufficient are being developed and implemented to reduce the amount of money being spent outside of the department. Taking a more self-sufficient posture calls for many members of the department to take on a bigger role and more responsibility. However, as the fire chief, I have been made confident by the words and actions of the fire department staff that all hands are dedicated to doing the work necessary to provide a level of service that we and the citizens we serve can be proud of. Moving forward, the city can be confident that your fire department will continue to provide professional and proficient response to calls for help. Despite the financial challenges that are a reality all across society, our department and staff continue to strive for pride and perfection in our performance. Within this drive is a continued and increased attention towards professional growth and development. Continual developments in technology allow for greater amounts of information and knowledge to be available across all aspects of society. fire service is not immune to this, as there is more knowledge and information available regarding the nature of emergencies as well as the applicable interventions than ever before. Continuing to value and encourage professional learning and development ensures that fire department personnel are equipped with the most current knowledge, strategies, and tactics. Creating a priority for learning within the fire department cannot be limited only to those in leadership roles or those looking to promote. In striving for excellence, a culture of learning must be made to permeate the entire organization and even into the community served. To achieve this, more activities do increase the knowledge and capabilities of all fire department personnel are in the works. Plus, in an effort to foster greater familiarity and interaction with the community, the public can expect to see more training and education activities being undertaken in visible locations. Performing training in the view of the public will serve two functions in that it will add to the skills and abilities of our personnel, while also holding our department accountable in that the public has a full view of what we are capable of. In taking this posture, the fire department aims to add to the confidence of the public and reinforce the importance of the duty of our personnel and department. Continuing with the priority of competence and confidence in the fire department operations, personnel and public safety will continue to be our highest priorities. In this, the importance of current knowledge of emergency conditions, strategies, and tactics will again be extremely important. Being equipped with the most pertinent information possible will allow the fire department to enact the proper interventions quickly and efficiently, giving our crews the highest probability of success and thereby giving victims of all emergencies the best chance of survival. In a time where so many agencies are taking a posture of deference in the name of self-preservation, the city can be confident that your fire department will prioritize a doctrine of educated and calculated action to address risks and emergencies with the intent of stabilizing incidents at the earliest stages possible. As the chief of the fire department, I am responsible for overseeing our personnel and resources to ensure the delivery of professional and proficient emergency services to the city and community. Make no mistake, however, this is your fire department, and you, as a community, are entitled to as much ownership of it as I or any of the rest of our staff may be. In our tough financial times, the support of the public and thereby the governing body is extremely important. The fire department strives to provide the highest level of service that we are capable of. You all determine, however, what level of service is possible. The contributions of the public and governing body, though, are not limited to financial resources. As our personnel and crews go out into the city to observe and learn about the environment they may be called to work in, interact with them, build a rapport with them, and help them see the things that could affect the performance of their duties. In your own homes and workplaces, take heed of the lessons and messages that our Fire Prevention Office puts out by implementing fire safety and personal safety practices. Take it upon yourselves to take steps to prevent the fire department from coming to your home, as well as making their work easier if they do need to come to your home. I am the fire chief, and I can assure the city that your fire department is ready to provide personal and professional and proficient services whenever they may be needed. Through the combination of our work, your continued support, and the vigilance of us all, we can be confident that all parts of the city and community can live and work with a mindset of safety and confidence. Thank you all for coming today. Have a safe trip home.